LXI is a new nonprofit organization in Johnson City that helps young people with all sorts of issues and problems in their lives. Kyle Hicks from LXI is here this morning to share with us the total mission of LXI and how you can help, especially this summer. Kyle, appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Explain to us exactly, you told me over the phone, and
Yeah.
this is a great story. Tell me where those letters come from, LXI.
Yeah, so LXI actually stands for 61, which comes from Isaiah 61. Isaiah 61 is really the mission of Jesus, where he says that I come from the brokenhearted, I come for the prisoner, I come for the captive. And then ultimately what happens is as Isaiah 61 goes on, he uses those broken people to transform their community. So that's our mission. Right. That's what we hope to see in the lives of inner city kids in this area. You might not know that much about inner city Johnson City, but ultimately it's a very safe place. There are issues here and there, but the biggest issue we face is about 80 to 90% of the kids we serve don't have fathers in their homes or come from single parents homes. So they've experienced trauma in some areas of their lives.
And there's some homelessness there. I mean, I've done stories over the years in the Johnson City school system, and it's staggering the number of homeless children there are in the Johnson City school system. Another issue that you all help to deal with.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I personally got to live in one of the communities last year and got to live alongside of families and just really get to know the issues inside the community. Me and my wife, we moved a couple of blocks away on East Maple, so we're still kind of close in proximity, and we want our lives ultimately to be a hub for kids that they know they have support. There's some awesome moms out there that are doing great work, but that they also know that they have help just right across the street. So that's our big thing is relationships. That's really what we're about.
And even on your website, I was reading, doing some homework on this, relationship gap. There's like a relationship gap there for a lot of our teenage and preteens, teenage kids, that they just don't have any relationships in their lives that can show them the way. Yeah,
and ultimately the culture inside of those communities, you kind of hear this, the people that they gravitate towards, or male figures that they gravitate towards, can sometimes be a negative influence in their lives. And I see a lot of guys that struggle in school because they just don't care. That's not where they're finding their significance. And it's not because they're bad kids. It's just because that's not where they're driven at this point in their life. They have no one pushing them in that direction. So that's another area that we try to push and say, try to hold them accountable to, live productive in all areas of their lives. So.
Now, right now, do you have one central building or one central office that you're working out of that people can come to, or are you just going out in the community and working with the community on the street, so to speak?
So we have an awesome outreach on Tuesday nights that's very centrally located in the city, but that's really just a catalyst for relationships to happen outside. We have about 70 kids that come on average, and all of them ranging from about 7th grade to 12th grade, which is really the gap. There's no other ministry that's really going after that age group of kids. So that's our heart.
What led you? I mean, as talking personally now, what led you to get involved in making LXI become a reality?
Yeah, so I was an ETSU college student. I was on a very good track, making straight A's, was looking at going to grad school, and I just had this tug in my heart. Whenever I was in high school, I actually dropped out my junior year due to drug addiction and some different things that were going on in my life, and had been arrested a few times and got sent to rehab. And so, I mean, this is kind of ingrained in my story, and I saw how Jesus could transform my life and bring me to a better place. And it seemed, even knowing it was a good thing to go after that dream for grad school and all this other stuff, that life that a lot of us want, there was something tugging on my heart, just saying, hey, why not go give back, and why not just be a part of people's lives that are like you. So I didn't really know what that looked like at first, but it's been awesome. I've got an amazing team of people that share my passion, and So we're going after it together in the city.
Kyle Hicks, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
I tell you what, folks, they need some help this summer. I tell you what, they got some summer programs they need some help with. If you feel led to help them out financially or be a volunteer, there's a website there at the bottom of the screen. Give them a check today.